Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Israel Abanikanda. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Pass caught. It's Golden. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
70 Timberwolves.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at Savion Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19, charge, Panther 60.
Here's Abanikanda. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Viking 8.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Pass complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
7-2. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Baker to begin with a pass. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That's to his tight end, Eric Hall. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. 23 yards on that pass play. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Wayne Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
180!
On first and 10, here's Baker. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
Go,
line.
Reed! Go! Get it!
A run here with the Bonaconda. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Big Lion! Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk!
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Ready? Got it!
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19.
On the ground, it's Abonaconda. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 35, here's second down and 9.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Packers have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll go with a counter on first down. Finding space at the 15. And he will score! Israel Abonaconda. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's a 2-touchdown game for number 7 and 8 for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Tight end motioning left. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Here's third and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Come on. Hit.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 17 yards that side for number 17.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. That's out quickly to Mitchell. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. Steady.
They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. Hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll slot Henry open downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Hurry!
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Throw on the run is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. It's a gain of 34. On first down, they'll go with an option right. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
just trying to avoid the rush there. He hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
70.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Panther 60. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
On the double. 18 Rattler. 18 Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw again. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Bronco 80. Bring it. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. They set up the screen for Abataconda. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19, Warrior 70. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. As they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
4th down and goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Mayfield to throw on 1st ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That has played good for 22. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
37-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's complete to all the tight end.
Mayfield's
2nd down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Mayfield. That is brought in at the 10. And the Bengals are going to be set up 1st and goal. Tackle made at the 9.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not.
It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Mayfield. He'll swing that out wide. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He hits it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. At the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Bengals.
Mayfield to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carrington Valentine.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and you got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
Irving. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the 1st of their 3 timeouts for the half. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, it turns out it was the 4th time that ended up being the charm, Mike, so they get stopped. 3 rush attempts in a row. So what do? They keep the offense out there, and they say, all right, try to stop us a 4th. The defense can't keep him out of the end zone, and that was a big-time job finishing off that drive for the offense.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
But I think all of us us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. To throw it here on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They get 18 on the pitching catch. And the Bengals going to have a first down. They go play action with Mayfield. This one downfield looking for Henry. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
On second down, Baker. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.